1949.
The story goes that in 1959, the Cooper family of Texas purchased an old farmhouse. On their first night in the home, the father took a photograph of the family sitting at the dining room table. Everyone in the picture appeared happy and smiling until they had the ominous photo developed. The photograph shows a body hanging from the ceiling had materialized behind them. The apparition hadn't been there when the father took the photo, so where did it come from? Was this the spirit of a former tenant of the house? Was the film damaged before it was developed, or is this photo just an elaborate hoax? Is any part of this story true? If not, then what's the real story behind this photograph?
Number 4. The Healer photo from 1975.
A woman believes she was healed by a ghostly apparition known as the White Lady while visiting a church during a family vacation back in 1975. Diane sat on a pew close to the front and prayed for a full recovery from her recent surgery while her husband wandered around the empty church taking photographs. Diane vividly remembers tingling all over and feeling warm and comfortable while sitting on the wooden bench with her eyes closed and head bowed. 6 months passed before having the film developed, and one photo clearly shows a white figure dressed in light-colored clothes sitting on a bench directly behind her. The local legend is that the White Lady was a healer who appeared when there was sickness. Diane said the following statement about the photo.
When we saw the white figure sitting behind me on the projector screen, we just stood there with our mouths open, and my feet started to tingle. This sensation eventually engulfed the whole of me. It was a pleasant, comforting feeling.
I had been walking around the church looking at various things, and when I came back I saw Diane sitting there and took the photo. I couldn't see anyone behind her, but it's so clear on the image. It is incredible.
I always felt it was a blessing, because my whole life seemed to change after we realized the White Lady had sat behind me.
Number 3. The Husband Returns photo from 1997.
The lady in the photograph was in her 90s when this photo was taken and had long since been a widow. When her daughter took the picture, her mother was in the early stages of dementia, and days prior to this photo, she had been talking out loud to her dead husband. When this picture was developed, the daughter was amazed to see that there was a man standing behind her mother because nobody else was around when she took the photo. What made the ghost picture even more fascinating was the man standing behind her mother was clearly the woman's late husband. To back up her claim, the daughter provided black and white photographs of the couple in their younger years to show you what her father looked like before he died. The late husband died 13 years before the photo was taken, to be exact. Do you believe this is the woman's late husband lurking around behind them the entire time?
Number 2. The Lighthouse photo from 2008.
This picture was taken by a cell phone tower technician in 2008, and he was shocked to see what appears to be a young girl standing at the top of the St. Augustine Lighthouse. The fact that no one was supposed to be up there is enough to make us feel a little uncomfortable. The legend has it the lighthouse is haunted by the ghosts of 2 young sisters who died on the property. A man was hired to renovate the tower in the late 1800s, and his daughters were playing inside a cart that was being used to carry materials to the lighthouse. When the cart broke loose, they were not able to jump out in time, and the cart slid into the bay, plummeting both girls to a watery death. Do you think the woman in this photograph is one of the sisters that died at the lighthouse in the late 1800s?
Number 1. The mysterious ghost hand photo from the early 1900s.
Is there a ghost hidden in this image somewhere, or is it just an optical illusion? Of all the photos so far, this one might just be the creepiest one. The picture in question is more than 100 years old and depicts a group of women that worked in a linen factory. If you look closely, you can clearly see a hand on one of the girl's shoulders on the right side of the picture. It's unclear who the hand belongs to since all the girls seem to have their arms crossed and there is no one standing on the side of the woman from which the hand seems to be coming from. The photograph could be photoshopped, or maybe this could be the spirit of a factory worker that recently passed away. Either way, this is a very eerie photograph. What are your thoughts on the top 5 photos in this video? Please leave your comment in the comment section below. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and always stay skeptical.